to switch to fruit and vegetables. 60 days in, down 30 pounds, amazing. Switch to off Cheetos and drinking my magic shake. It's all done, down 30 pounds. I wonder what would happen if I started drinking something that I've never, a substance, a liquid, that I've never quite had before on its own and by itself since I was 5 and used to drink it out of the hose. I wonder what would happen if I substituted soda for water. And I'll even put one of those powders in it like Pro or Neural that they have. That way I can convince myself it's like a crazy Crystal Light or Kool-Aid or something, right? 90 days in, down 40 pounds. This is unbelievable. I'm drinking magic water, magic shakes, and I stopped eating my Cheetos as my healthy snack. I wonder what would happen if I did something that I haven't done since my sophomore year of gym class. Exercise. Let's take a second challenge. Second challenge, down 50, 55, 60 pounds. I wonder what would happen if I got a gym membership. I wonder what would happen if I got a personal trainer. I wonder what would happen if I got a meal plan. 3 challenges later, the person that started over here, junk food, fast food. 3 challenges later, they're walking up to me at an event like this going, Nick, you recognize me? This is me and you 9 months ago. Hey, for my next challenge, we're gonna do a tough butter. You wanna do it with me? Hell no, I don't wanna do a tough butter. You crazy? You want me to roll around and run in mud and like jump up and down? And are you out of your mind? Oh, Nick, hey, I'm doing my new challenge. We're gonna climb Machu Picchu. You wanna do it with me? No. Now I'll take a helicopter to the top and get out, check out the view. We'll climb a mountain. Oh, hey Nick, we're gonna do an Ironman. An Iron what? You wanna swim, bike, and run how far? Non-stop? Why would you wanna do that? Are you crazy? No, I don't wanna do an Ironman with you. The same people who were junk food, fast food, 9 months earlier, and by the way, I've done every sport you can think of since I was 5. I've worked out in a gym non-stop since I was 15. I've always eaten right since I was 15, and I've always supplemented since I was 15. Junk food, fast food, who's been that way for 38 years, is punking me out 9 months later, calling me out for a tough one. So now here's my question. Did the shake make those lifestyle choices for those people? Did the shake make those lifestyle choices for those people? It did not. But the challenge did. You better believe that the challenge platform influenced every single one of those decisions since the day they got on the challenge. You better believe it was our products, it was our platform, it was our recipes, it was our conference calls. You better believe it was our experts' tips, it was our videos. You better believe it was Project 10. You better believe it was every aspect of the challenge. And you know what was the biggest influence over their results and their lifestyle choices next to the products themselves? You. The challenge community holding them accountable. The challenge community recognizing them, giving them tips, cheering them on, brought them all the way down this path. You did. You need to take pride in that. You need to take ownership that the challenge that you provide has made all of these lifestyle choices for this human being, has influenced all of those lifestyle choices. Raise your hand if you found a recipe that you now use for your shake that came from somebody else in the community. Raise your hand. That's everybody. Raise your hand if you got some sort of workout tip from someone else in the community. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you got some sort of meal that you really wanted to make or some sort of recipe for a meal from someone else in the community. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you were encouraged by the stories of other people in the community. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you kept going because you didn't want to let the community down who was watching you. Raise your hand. This is why, kids like yours, it pisses me off when Twig and Mary and all their infinite wisdom and all their knowledge on their blog and all the things they know about what's great for human beings and society and their health and how omnipotent they are and knowledgeable about what people should be doing with their lifestyle choices are like, these guys, if I said, they don't know anything about health, they don't know the stupid shake, that ain't that good, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, I'm sorry that we were able to help millions of people make tens of millions of lifestyle choices that you couldn't do. I'm sorry that the people in our seats who don't have any of the degrees or read any of the books that you've read have made more lifestyle choices for people and have lost more people 4 pounds and got more people healthy than you ever will in your entire career with your little website. I'm sorry. Because we understand people. We get people. And you have to start someone for 38 years who's been eating the way they've been eating, and they're over here. You got to start them here through the path of least resistance, which is a shake. That tastes good. A shake that tastes what? Good. And then they lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, no more Cheetos. 30 pounds, let's start drinking water. 40 pounds. Let's start exercising. 50 pounds, let's get a gym membership. 60 pounds, let's get a trainer. 70 pounds, let's get a meal plan. 80 pounds, let's start punking Nick out at regional success training. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge has influenced more lifestyle choices in 3 years and made more people healthy in 3 years than anyone else has in all of their knowledge in the last 3 years, and that's because of what you have done with your friends and with your family and with your neighbors. So I thank all of you guys for what you guys have done. Understanding this and knowing this, how many guys have never been more fired up about the challenge that we provide for people in their lives, right? Because I am. Entrepreneurs in the room. You guys you really gotta understand the new challenge. You really gotta master it. You really gotta help people get it. Because the new challenge is the easiest way. Is the easiest way to get people on that ship. Moving down this ladder. Moving down this line. One step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. One choice at a time. We're not trying to cram it all down their throat at once. Let them do it at their own time. Let them do it at their own speed. And that's how we're winning. And that's why we're winning. And that's why we will continue to win. Entrepreneurs in the room, make no mistake about it. You will get rich doing this. Unless you don't want to. Transform a few people, you're going to make a few $100 a month. Depends how addicted to the transformations you can get. How passionate about the transformations you can get. Transform a few dozen people. Can you get yourself a BMW? It's Not a bad deal. Transform a few hundred people, you're gonna fire your boss. Yeah. You're gonna call in awesome. Anybody ever called in sick before? Sorry, I can't come in, I'm sick. You're gonna call in awesome. Hey, can't come in today. Why? Because I'm too awesome to come to this place anymore. No. Way too awesome to be here. Way too awesome in this place. Call it awesome. 1,000, 2,000 transformations. You're gonna make a six-figure income. From home. You can buy your time back. 10,000 transformations, 15,000 transformations, 20,000 transformations, 1 star, 2 star, 50,000 transformations, 5 star. Make it Kevin Merriweather money. Christina Perry money, Freddie Valero money, Cedric Harris money. How many of you guys wouldn't mind having 50,000 transformations and making some 5-star money? Who'd be okay with that? I mean, who'd be all right making some Jeremy Gilchrist money? Let's be real now, right? 100,000 transformations. You're not making 6 figures a year anymore. 100,000 transformations. You're making 6 figures a month. And you're walking around at 28 years old making $1.1 million like Rachel Jackson did last year and Josh Jackson did last year as royal ambassadors in our companies. I know, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it, everybody? How many of you guys would just hate that? How many of you guys would be okay, just completely okay, with 100,000 transformations all around the globe making $1 million a year? Anybody be all right with that? Entrepreneurs in the room, make no mistake about it. If you want to, you will get rich doing it. You can get rich doing it. And anywhere in between. You just got to decide where you want to fit in. We support you wherever you want to fit in. But it's all about the transformations. You must get married to the transformations. You must get excited about the transformations. Next month in LA, the National Success Training, we launch our next country. 6 months later, we'll launch our next one. 6 months later, we'll launch our next one. In LA, the National Success Training, we'll roll out the second half of our vision about how we will be the #1 company to fight obesity in the world. I would be there if I were you. How many of you guys feel like you got at least one thing today so far that was worth your trip? Anybody? Day's only half over. Guys, I gotta ask you to do what I did when I was 19 years old. Nobody was more broke than I was when I was 19 years old. I went to school full-time, I played college baseball full-time, and worked a job 2 days a week. I made $5.50 an hour at a clothing store in the mall. And they told me I had to go to a national success, a convention like this, like not like this, but like our national. I said, done, I'm in, I want to make this happen. Where is it? Atlanta, Georgia. Guess where I lived? Grand Rapids, Michigan. I said, I can't afford to fly, so I can't go to Atlanta, Georgia. They said, that's all right, drive. I said, I can't afford to gas. They said, that's all right, bring some people with you and split it up. So I did that. In fact, the first time me ever telling this story, 2 of those 5 people that were in my car are in this room right now. Where's Jay and Mike at? Stand up. These 2 guys right here were in that car with me. So, if you've ever heard this story before, it is now validated. Just ask those 2. As I walked through the door, I was like, this is a really cool dude. 15 years later, he's still a real cool dude. Where's Cedric Rashad at? Is he running registration? You see him follow me here. Cedric shook every hand. He was one of the national directors. I was a 19-year-old kid. I shook his hand. And I don't remember anything that happened that weekend, except one story. 15 years later, all I remember is one story. And that one story was all I needed. See, I don't know what you're going to see or hear in LA that's going to be the one thing for you. But I know one thing is going to happen there. There's going to be one story. There's going to be one feeling. There's going to be one training. There's going to be one experience. Maybe it's the ambassadors telling their stories, the 5 stars. Maybe it's the trainers. Maybe it's the founders. Maybe it's a weight loss story. Maybe it's the Body by Body champions being crowned. Or maybe it's our 70s disco party with 10,000 disco maniacs on Saturday nights. So bring your disco gear and your big wigs. I hope you guys are ready for the disco party. Maybe that's all you needed. I don't know. But I do know this, you will experience nothing like it. Unless you've been to one of our events before. Then I know you're coming back, because what more fun can you have 3 times a year than one of our national success trainings? I mean, stand up if you're already registered to the LA National Success Training. Stay standing. That's a problem. Stay standing. The rest of you guys, make the decision and make the sacrifice like I did when I was 19 years old. You all have the registration in your hands. You will never be an ambassador hanging out here. You need to be where the ambassadors are. You'll never be, I've never met a presidential director that's not on our national success rate. I don't meet national directors that don't go to the national, I don't meet them. If you want to make a 4-figure a month income here, you'll be in LA. If you don't have a desire for that, then you don't have to be there. I understand, it's okay. In front of you is the registration. We're going to give away some free trips to the event. Fill it out. But I don't care about the raffle, because that's not what you're going to get. What you're going to get is you're going to see what I saw when I was 19 years old. In the back of the room, there'll be ambassadors. On your way out here in a few minutes, drop your registration into the bag. If they don't have a bag or the box, you'll just hand them your registration. So if you ambassadors want to line up at those doors, they can bring you their registration. Everyone look at your watch right now. What time is it? At 2:50. Don't worry, we're only 20 minutes behind schedule today, guys, which means we're going to end 40 minutes early, just so you know, because we give an hour buffer. But 2:40, we're going to get talking again. We're going to bring up some people to teach you how to build your team.